Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to discuss two companies. The first one is IREDA, जिसके results आए, and the second one is also Lotus Chocolates, जिसके आज results आए. So let's take a look at both the companies and let's see what is happening here. So let's get started with the first company, that is IREDA. It's a government NBFC company, a pure play. ये जो जितने भी ग्रीन प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं इन दैट इज सोलार, विंड, हाइड्रोजन एंड एटसेट्रा, बैटरी एनर्जी स्टोरेज सिस्टम, इन सबको ये लोग फंडिंग देते हैं. तो व्हाट वाज हैपनिंग हियर इज दैट इफ यू लुक एट द फाइनेंशियल्स जो कंपनी रिपोर्ट करती है, तो वहाँ पे सिग्निफिकेंट इंक्रीज इन द एनपीएस हो गए थे, जीएनपीएस एंड एनपीएस, एंड देन बिकॉज ऑफ दैट कंपनी हैड टू टेक लॉट ऑफ प्रोविजंस बेसिकली. तो लास्ट टाइम भी जब मैंने इसका वीडियो बनाया था, तो वहाँ पे एक काइंड ऑफ कोरिलेशन आई हैड पुट अप देयर between the current market price and how the financials are playing hand to hand together. So let's extend that correlation further. So last time we stopped at, I think, Q4 FY25. Now we have I have added here Q1 FY26, Q2 FY26, and Q3 FY26. So if you look at here, so this is 25. Okay, so if you look at here from Q3 FY24 all the way up to Q3 FY26, I have put all the numbers for GNPAs and NPAs, then impairment on the financial instrument, that is the provisions basically, and then the growth in the loan book, followed by sales growth, followed by PAT growth. So these are the parameters. Now if you see here, uh, when the GNPAs were lowest, for example, the GNPA started from 2.90 to they started it started decreasing to 2.19, और NNPA जो थे वो 1.52% से लेकर 0.95%. So all time lowest पे जब चले गए थे, तो then if you see the stock price was hitting all time high, and this was around June 2024. So this is like the stock price hit almost like a lifetime high in the month of August or July 2024, right? From there on, if you see the next quarter came up like in September 2024, Q2 FY25, where they actually for the first time posted increase in the GNPA and NNPA, right? So this is point number one. And then the impairment on the financial instrument has also gone up significantly as compared to the previous quarter. So this was first hint. And if you see here, there was no kind of I would say not that much decrease in the loan book as well as sales growth. It was reasonable, but the PAT growth was consistently down now. But the numbers which are to be taken into account are these, that is increase in the NNPA and the impairment in the financial cost, and then the stock price started coming down because in the upcoming quarters, this number, the impairment of the financial cost, has significantly gone up, almost tripled here. And then it kind of maintained in the next quarter, that is Q4 FY25, and so the GNPAs and NNPAs ये भी increase होते रहे. और अगर आप देखोगे Q1 FY26 was the peak basically, where the GNPAs picked out 4.13% and NNPAs like at 2.06%. Whereas the impairment in the financial instrument peaked out in Q2 FY26, and in September 25, that means the result could have come out in the month of October. If you see here, in the month of October and November, the stock touched down at like 140 rupees per share, right? And then it is hovering at that level only. Now, what has happened in the Q3 FY26? The GNPA started coming down again, and NNPA also started coming down. So ये number quarter on quarter, if you see from Q1 FY26, from 4.13 to now it is 3.75 down, and then NNPA is also from 2.06 to 1.68 coming down, and the impairment cost is also significantly came down by 3 times actually. So it is standing now at 129 crores. So this is significant decrease in the impairment in the financial cost, and this is kind of green shoot which I'm observing here, and which if it if it continuously starts to come down, then it could be like ये एक kind of bottom formation हो रहा है यहाँ पे, ये ऐसा मुझे लगता है. So if you see here, the company has started putting good loan book growth. Also last quarter it was like 31%, now this quarter 28%, but if you see the disbursement, it is almost like 44%. I think this is the highest ever rate of disbursement for IREDA in this quarter, right? So that's all. That's what I want to say here, that I am observing some kind of green shoots here in IREDA, and this could be the bottom could have been could be I mean, bottom is formed here with respect to the particular thing. Now let's see what company reports in Q4, because runway is still a long runway is there, because the lifetime high is around almost like, almost it touched down at 300 to be precise, maybe somewhere close to 290, and we are now sitting at 140. So let's track Q4, you know and let's observe this number of impairment in the financial instrument. If this number continuously goes down, if this number continuously goes down along with the GNPs and NPs, then the we'll enter into the good times for this particular company. Now, the another stock, that is Lotus Chocolate, which I want to discuss here, is there's no great thing about financials. If you see here, ये पूरा blank है, क्योंकि इसमें कुछ है ही नहीं भरने जैसा, क्योंकि यहाँ पे continuously this company used to report a triple digit growth previously, but now it has started fall. The growth pace of the growth is already fallen down, and it is like -14% growth year on year. But the interesting bit is this, that this was initially a B2B business. That means they were kind of manufacturing cocoa butter and equivalent from the cocoa beans. And the small part of the business which they started in some geographies was B2C business. Now, what company is saying, like apart from the, I mean, major businesses B2B, and the small businesses, very small businesses B2C, which like eclairs, choco chips, and brands like on and Toffee. And what companies right now is saying that they want to enter or expand the B2C consumer franchisee. Now, once they expand this B2C, then the margins could be better, and the stability it will give the most stability to the current business, because this particular business, that is B2C business, will definitely create the captive डिमांड. तो कैप्टिव डिमांड क्या होता है कि कंपनी का जो ये कोको बटर मैन्युफैक्चर करती है, जो दूसरे बिजनेसेस को देती है, now they can consume their own cocoa butter into their own product, and which they can sell to the customers, so the B2C portfolio. So this creates a captive internal demand for its cocoa butter and mass, and this is like integrated cocoa to consumer strategy, which will definitely help डी रिस्क जो कोको बटर के प्राइजेस अप एंड डाउन होते रहते हैं, कोको बीन्स के प्राइजेस. So it will definitely help to de-risk that particular cycle, and it also kind of creates a synergy, since this company is owned by Reliance, so they can actually leverage the Reliance smart points and Metro Cash and carry points, where they can actually penetrate more into the general trade and retail. So that is point number two. And to help this, they are also in kind of modernizing their plants and machinery, so that they can strengthen in-house manufacturing and improve reliability, right? So these are the 3-4 points which are kind of new with respect to this company. Therefore it is imperative and it is very important to track this company, since they are kind of into the changing product mix from B2B to B2C, and therefore these numbers which are pathetic right now, they could improve. And the moment you start seeing any improvement here in this number, you will see the impact of these numbers on the stock price. So keep tracking this company as well. So this is it about today's video. It's a small video, but I hope this is kind of informative video. So if you like this video, give it a like, share, and subscribe, and do share with your friends and discuss. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.